Okay, I want to show you my favorite way to start your very first row after you have made your foundation chain. So as you can see, I've made my foundation chain. This is the front of it, and this is the back of it. It looks different. There's a couple ways you can start out with your first row. You can work directly into the center of those chains and just work your single crochet or whatever stitches you're working and work right across that chain. But my favorite thing to do is to turn that chain so that way I can work under these back bumps. And let me show you what they look like. You can see when it's nice and straight, you've got a bump and a bump and a bump and a bump. And that's what you want to work under that one strand, which is the bump. So you're just going to work the single crochet right under that bump, or the double crochet or whatever you're working on. So here's my first one. Just going to insert my hook right under there, make a single crochet. There's the next bump. There's the next bump. And there's the next bump. So now if you see, this is the top of my stitch and this is the bottom of my stitch, or the opposite end of the foundation chain, and it looks very similar. So I have two little samples here. The first one, I worked the single crochet stitches right through the center of the chain, and you can see this is what so this is the top, right? These are the top of my stitches, single crochet. You can see what it looks like on the bottom or the opposite end of my foundation chain. There's like one strand that's kind of slanted like that. Now this sample, I worked into the bump that I just showed you. This is the top of my single crochet, and this is the bottom. And as you can see, you've got a V instead of just having that one strand. So let's put those side by side. You see the difference? There's a V, and there's just the strand. Now, apart from this looking a little neater to me, so if this is the edge of your project, which it usually will be, it looks a lot prettier to have what looks like the top of an actual stitch, as opposed to this, which just looks like strands. The other advantage to doing it this way is that it's very simple to work into these V stitches, because as you can see, they look just like the tops of regular stitches. So if you want to work a border, it's really easy to see all those stitches, work a border right into there. Or if you want to add, like say, do a different stitch pattern that you've started into the opposite end of the foundation chain, it's very simple to work right into those stitches. So that is working into the back bumps of a chain.